Hey, little cuz, welcome back to the Living Room Sanctuary. It's me, Coco, here, sharing some inspiration with you. Okay, today we're talking about dream work and teamwork. When it comes to dream work, there is a common goal when you're working with a team. And as a millennial, I can clearly see folks who grew up playing team sports or working with a team versus those who did not. It is so clear, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it or feel it, but I have been definitely feeling it a lot when it comes to collaborations and knowing who used to play a team sport. So, back in the day, I was a competitive cheerleader, and I did not like some of the girls on my team. It was just like we definitely had this racial conflict, and it just wasn't something I would say like I would be friends with her outside of cheerleading, because I definitely would not. I never wanted to talk to her outside of cheerleading. But during cheerleading, during practice, during competitions, we wanted to win. Therefore, we put our differences aside so we could win. And that, I feel like, has gotten me to this place now where I'm working collaboratively with folks, and you can just tell that they're not working toward the same goal. They're either using someone to get further along. They are either just riding your coattails. They show up in ways that are just like not conducive to teamwork. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today is like when you're starting a team or you want to work with other people, being very clear in your agreements, being very clear in just how you like to work, and then how that comes into the team aspect. Again, going back to cheerleading, everybody had a role on the team. In the beginning, like during tryouts and your first few weeks, everybody plays a different position because we want to see like where do you really thrive? Where can you be a support system if some shit goes wrong? And where can you just kind of float in between when needed? And so it's like that's so important to do when you're also building a collaborative team. It's like if you want to go build a co-op, you have to remember to see where does everyone thrive in their own way. Is someone really great at marketing? Is someone really great at their actual practice? If they do acupuncture, if they do massage therapy, if it depends on what your co-op is. You know, I'm from the wellness world, the embodiment world. So here we are talking about a wellness cooperative, right? And so for me, it was just like I'm looking for team members who have a similar mission and vision so that we can really work towards that. And in that process, we also will have our own relational issues and challenges and successes. And it's like, when you have been on a team for a lot of time in your life, you understand that those challenges, successes, they all ebb and flow, come when they will. And so it's like you start to recognize, like, as long as I know I'm still here for the same common goal, we're going to get this shit done. If I got to be a back spot, I'm going to be a back spot. If I got to jump, I'm going to jump. If I got to do 6 tumbling passes, I'm going to do 6 tumbling passes to make the whole team really shine. And that's the point. It's like you want to make your whole team shine. But when the whole team is not working together, the coach has to come in and do all of this, conflict resolution. And it's like, it doesn't matter if y'all get along because we're not here meant to get along with everybody. But what does matter is that you're here for the same reason. You want that trophy? You want to go to Daytona? You want to go to California? You want to go to Texas? You got to work together. You got to put your differences that you have outside of cheerleading and work together. It's the same thing with a wellness co-op. If you're truly in your practice and you are decolonizing yourself to not be a part of the competition in the work, to not be a part of the capitalism in the work, then you do that. That's the role you play because you know that the projects and the work that you have put in to become the practitioner that you are is important. It's the same thing if you're working in tech. You're on a team. You're on a developmental team. You're developing something. You're developing a new app, a new program. You got to work with each other. You got to be able to talk to each other and communicate with each other and actually hear and comprehend what each other is saying. That's how you work in a team. It's not about just like, oh, you did this to me, you disrespected me. It's like, yeah, you disrespected me. And if you want to be a part of this mission, be a part of the mission. If you want to see something thrive, then be a part of the reason why it thrives. If you're a part of the reason of why it's being held back, why it's not going anywhere, ask yourself, are you really willing to be part of a team? If you can't even live into the mission, if you can't live into the agreements, if you want to sit here and have harmful behavior towards others and then emotionally manipulate, you can't be in the same thing. Like you can't, that's not a team. That's not a team. And y'all, I have been on teams where they have literally bullied me into just going along with whatever they need. They have literally disrespected me over and over and over to the point where I just say, you know what? I nothing you now. And then they want to emotionally manipulate and act like I'm not showing them compassion and I'm not showing them care. I don't have time to keep taking care of people who are blatantly disrespectful. And guess what? Neither do you. You don't have to take care of people who are disrespectful to you. You don't have to take care of them. That is not your duty. If they're disrespectful to you, if they show up and they are harmful to you, if they degrade you, belittle you, you don't have to show them compassion and care. Your compassion and care is walking away, taking your energy out of their life. If they're just craving your attention and energy without it being a reciprocal situation of like, we are giving and receiving together and it is a fluid relationship. And I feel safe and comfortable to share with you what I need to share with you. And you feel safe and comfortable to share with me. Then if it's not that, then why are you even doing it? That's how it shows up for others, where it's like, oh, you were just here to ride my coattails. You were just here to get on the bandwagon. You were just here to be fake. And that's how you get the reputation for being fake. So let's really start to think about, how are we showing up in our team spaces? Because if you're anything like me, you grew up on a team and you understand that I got to play a back spot. I got to get to the front to be able to throw the best jump that I could throw. And I got to throw my 6 tumbling passes. And they're all going to be magical. I am going to start in them like it is the last role I will ever start in, because I know that it will bring light to this whole team. I know when I show up and back spot for my pyramid, for my basket toss, for any stunt that we're doing, I know that when I show up as my best self, I contribute to the best. I contribute to us getting that fucking trophy. We want to win. But when it comes to our healing and when it comes to being in these wellness spaces, it's very hard to find your team because competition comes in. It sneaks in and people get jealous and they want your clients. They want your life. They start acting like you. And it's like, wait a minute, who are you? Don't come acting like me, honey. I am me. You go be you. Because when you start acting like me, that's a big problem. That's a big no-no. You're having some other issues and you need to go talk to a therapist about it. I am not your friend to be over here with you literally copying me in everything that I do. That's weird. That's suspicious. So if you're noticing that someone's doing that to you, you have the right to question it and trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. That thing is going to tell you every single time, just like I should have trusted my intuition when it came to this wellness co-op. I knew I couldn't trust this one person, and they continue to show up in that disrespectful way. And I was like, I really can't trust them. Even told their partner, I was like, I just don't trust them. And now I know exactly why I didn't trust them and why I didn't share all the information about the work that we have been putting into it. They thought they were going to come and just swoop in and be like, oh, I did all this magical work, when they did nothing. All they did was talk. If you cannot walk your talk, then you are just out here flapping wings, not going anywhere. So look, huz, get tapped into your intuition. Feel your own body and let your mind rest, because these people out here, they will spiritually attack you all the time, thinking that you need to be thinking about them. You don't need to be thinking about them. Those people do not pay your bills. Because y'all out here paying bills now, unless you still living with the parents. I ain't got no problem with that. Shoot, do it. Save them coins. But if you out here paying bills, those people don't pay your bills. They don't. So you need to just go ahead and let any of their judgments drop off. Let it just rinse right off of you and move on. Find your team that works for the whole mission. Because once y'all start to really advance forward, because you keep showing up, you have faith in what your mission is, and you going to win that trophy, you know that y'all are going to win that trophy together. It's a collective effort. None of this is an I thing anymore. It's a we thing. We have to stand together. We have to band together. We have to start trusting each other. We have to show up as our best selves. And if we can't show up our best, we still show up and be like, shit, today is not a good day, y'all. Can we go eat some chocolate? Hell yes, we can. Let them be your support system instead of sitting here fighting everything that they do. Because that reciprocity is important. That's how you get the thing done. Be strong and be brave, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Be strong and be brave. All right, that's enough for today. Go out there, make your team great. And if you got to be a team of one for a little while, do that, because you're on your spiritual journey. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.